Hello and welcome to day 40. Here it is. I've been drinking nothing but beer and water for 40 days. That's mildly incredible. I don't know who thought that I would have pulled that off. I've learned this week that I should have been taking bets in the early days. I would have had a lot of tattoo and beer money if I'd have been betting $50 a pop here based on some of what I've heard. So yeah, I've made it 40 days. The end is in sight. Next Saturday will be my last day of beer and water. And 1 week from today, I'll be eating something, probably nothing too terribly substantive, but I am trying to toy with the idea of coming up with a bacon smoothie. That just seems the right thing to do. So I'm looking forward to next Sunday. Who would have thunk it? I think 40 days is a long time on a liquid diet, and to be able to pull off the beer diet, having to contend with alcohol in daily life. And what health-wise repercussions there might be, but so I think it's definitely insight as to how this was certainly possible for those monks of yore back in the day to have done this and sustained themselves. There's certainly not all the nutrients that I want. It'd certainly be nice to be ingesting some protein that wasn't my own muscles right now, and the beer's not really having the protein element. But it's got everything else, and it's certainly allowing me to take care of things, function well, and get the job done. This is sort of the busiest couple of weeks probably for me in my calendar year, just based on some special events that are happening here locally, and I've totally been able to take care of things. This whole last few weeks, work has been fine, and that's was an initial concern of mine. I couldn't do it without being able to function at work, and so everything's been really well. I think it was Henrik Ibsen that said there's always a certain risk in being alive, and if you are more alive, there is more risk. And I think I probably live my life that way, whether it's jumping off of cliffs or jumping out of airplanes or going to beer festivals with the greatest of gusto. Or rock climbing or whatever it is that I tend to do. This has certainly been a project that I guess has probably not been attempted in a similar way. And so yeah, gee, I feel totally alive. I have had plenty of energy, with the exception of just being tired from having to go to the bathroom in the middle of the night way too many times. The energy is totally there. There's certainly an effort in getting through my day to make sure that it doesn't drop and wane, but that's really just a kind of a blood sugar thing, and as long as I have my beers spaced out okay, that's all maintained quite well. 40 days, and here I am. Everybody owes me beer money. You wanted to bet me, and so you just send me a check, and I'll get a couple of tattoos and a case or two of beer. Nothing grand or wonderful to report. I have not been hallucinating. That's not been an issue. Nothing wild and wacky. Just a lot of focus, a lot of renewed commitment, and a lot of greater sense of determination and the difference between needs and wants. And I think that we're capable of more than we give ourselves credit for. Our babies, and you drop a baby on the ground and it just bounces up, and you worry, no, I dropped my kid. He's gonna have brain damage. Those kids are resilient. They're made to whack into the cabinet and fall off of the coffee table and fall out of bed. They just bounce right back up. And I think even as adults, we maybe kind of sell our resilience short. We can do something weird like this and come out of it on the other end bigger and better and badder than ever before. And with any luck, we'll apply the things that we've learned from it to the rest of our life, which is what it's really all about. Will I continue to be more alive than ever? That's up to me from this point forward. So I'm going to continue living a wonderful life of risk and deliciousness, and I just want to thank you guys all for following along. This would probably be the last video blog, but maybe I will do one after it's all said and done. But in any case, if I don't get around to that out of busyness and whatnot, I just want to say thanks for everybody for tuning in. It's been a lot of fun to share this project with you. I really appreciate all the emails and comments and support that I've received over the last few weeks. Things are going fine. 6 more days to bacon.